There are 16 parts to human mind. These 16 parts, we will, for the sake of time, we will make it into 4 segments. First segment is called as buddhi. Buddhi is intellect. You want your intellect sharp or blunt?
Sharp?
Yes. Because if it's not sharp, it's no good.
It's no good.
But this sharp intellect needs the firepower of data. Without data, it's not sharp at anything, all right? Now, the next level of mind is referred to as ahankara. People normally understand the word ahankara as ego, something. No,
Pride.
it's the identity.
Identity, okay.
Your intellect functions only the way you're identified.
Right.
If you think I'm an Indian, your intellect tells you, you must die for this country. If you think I'm from the other side of the border, suddenly your intellect tells you, you must die for that country. So your intellect is entirely ruled by what you're identified with. Let's take the analogy of a sharp knife. Your
Right.
intellect is like a knife. The hand which holds it determines what the knife does. Will it do a nice surgery and save your life, or will it poke it and take your life? It is not determined by the knife. Nowhere it happened a knife just jumped and stabbed somebody. It is only the hand which is holding it, which makes it. And suppose this is held by let's say, a little child. Because his hand is not steady, without any intent also he hurts himself or hurts somebody, isn't it?
Yes.
So, you have a knife, you have a hand, but now your entire educational system and everything is focused only on sharpening the knife and providing it data. What kind of hand holds it? We have not looked at it. So the third dimension of the mind is called as manas. This manas is a huge silo of memory. Now, how much of this memory, if this body is memory and this hand holds a knife, how much of this memory, in what form it flows into this knife is determined by what kind of hand this is, what kind of identity it is. If you make your identity, my family is my family values, this knife will wield for your family's well-being only. If you say my country, it'll do for the country. If you say for something else, it'll do. If you say my religion, it'll do for that. You have no choice about this. So these 3 aspects are in a certain way. One is a silo of memory, a hand which connects out, and a knife which can slice things in the world, can make your life or break your life, or make your life and break somebody else's life. All this human intellect can do, all right? Everything that you see in the form of technology, in the form of this and that, and all the conveniences we are seeing are product of this intellect. But how we use the technology, whether for our well-being or not, is determined by our identity. Memory, you can't do anything, it's there. Everything that you come in touch with, memory is gathered. So one important thing about spiritual process to move in that direction is to take a cosmic identity, that you don't identify with anything limited. Above all, to identify with our ignorance, not with our knowledge. Because how much ever we know, it's just a speck.
But if I don't identify with any… if I don't have any identity, then what will guide me? I'm trying to comprehend.
I'll come to that. See, what you know is a speck in this universe. Neither the religious people nor the men of science know where does this cosmos begin, where does it end. In such a vast cosmos, even if you grind the libraries on the planet and digest it, it is still a minuscule of knowledge.
Absolutely.
But your ignorance is boundless. What you do not know is boundless. So we always identify with what we do not know. Once you identify with what you do not know, your intelligence cannot sleep. Your body will sleep, but your intelligence shall not sleep. It'll be simply on because you have ingrained that within you that you don't know a damn thing. Actually, you don't know a damn thing. As we sit here and talk, this little mud ball of a planet is spinning and running around. Do you know how all this is happening and we are sitting and talking? We have no clue.
We have no clue.
Nobody has any clue.
But
We'll go to the 4th one, which is your interest. And there is a 4th dimension of intelligence, which is called as chitta. This is a dimension of intelligence which does not have an iota of memory in it. It is unblemished by memory. This is very important. because everything else that you know as life is imprinted with memory. Your body is just a body of memory. Your mind is just memory. Everything that you know around you is memory. A tree is memory, a tiger is memory, an elephant is memory, isn't it? They're all bodies of memory of their own kind. But there is an intelligence within you which does not have even a blemish of memory in it. If you access that, in the yogic lore, in a very mischievous way they say this, that if you access your chitta, God will become your slave.
Duologue with Barun Das featuring Sadhguru Jaggi Vasudev. Streaming on the world's first news OTT, News 9 Plus. Download now.